ladies and gentlemen, my name is Exotic Giant, and today we're going to be rating Facebook painted miniatures pretty much. And my partner says I'm a good painter, and a bunch of other people say I'm a good painter, but I'm not going to say I'm like top G painter or like Eon's Battle paint style. He's kind of crazy. I watch a lot of techniques and tips from him, but these paintings, I feel like I might have a chance of rating them just from 1 to 10 guardsmen. And it's nothing big. Everything will be from 1 to 10, and we're just gonna see, and you guys in the comments tell me what you think. So the first one we're looking at, which is a Black Templar, and he's looking pretty snazzy there, as you can see. It might be his first. Let's see. First completed Black Templar. Okay. Not the greatest paint job, but I'm proud of it. You know what? Acknowledgement is part of knowing if your paint's good or not. I think all my paints are shit, to be 100% honest with everybody who ever watches my paint videos or anything. I mean, you can see possibly where his fingers were touching it and it just wore off the edges, but you know, at least he's got a good sense on how everything should be. So, for recognizing that it's not the greatest and knowing it's not the greatest, and me not saying very much because I can barely even paint to make it look like there's energy coming through there, which I think that's the one that shoots the laser. That one's not a plasma gun, but I think generally out of all, I think he did all right. I just realized his Black Templar doesn't have a helmet, and he is like cobalt black like the armor. So and he's got some red glowing eyes, so either both his eyes were taken out and replaced with Auspex or something. He's got cybernetic eyes implants, but I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 guardsman. Would you guys agree? A for effort. Looks all good. Everything looks color coordinated. Just a few worn off marks. You need to get yourself some lacquer, my man. And then that thing, you can put it anywhere. But, yep, 6 out of 10 guardsman. All right, next one we got is a bunch of Blood Angels. Now, this guy looks like he's painted them very well. Been lucky for a while, but here are some of my miniatures I've painted. I started the Blood Angels, then moved to the Emperor's Children. Once I have a sufficient, I guess, list, blah, 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 whatever, yada, yada. Let's see. I do like the lighting of the gold. The gold's very good. I don't know if that's camera work or not, but it looks very well polished. Yeah, Blood Angel's looking pretty good. He's got a few more on here. Nice. Very good looking Blood Angel. Now, that's a Dreadnought right there. Now, I don't know if these are trying to be scarring, but, you know, A for effort, that looks really good, actually. That's better than whatever I use. Or the way I make mine look like it's energy getting ready to blast out of there, that's really good looking. Oh, look at that guy. Now, I don't know his name. I like the Blood Angels. I'm more of a Blood Ravens fan, but I don't know anything about him, which he says these are all Blood Angels, and I believe he's a Blood Angel. I like the skulls. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Black wings. Skulls look good painted. He's got a real pale face. I like the helmet down there at the bottom with the green eye visors. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, there's another one. Nice. Simple black. Kind of looks like a Black Templar. I hate the Black Templars and Dark Angels. That's just my personal opinion. Oh, look at him. Oh, angry guy. Ooh, I like the chalice. I don't think he comes with the chalice. I think, is he an older model or a newer model? Because I knew they came out with a new one, and a bunch of people were upset about his Quilla stick was like really bland and janky, and I don't remember this. He may have kit bashed this. I don't know. Painting's real good. Another good Blood Angel. This one looks like he may have took a little bit more time on just because of the detail in there. It's really nice. Always got to have an apothecary. I like the chalice right there. Even the apothecary looks really good. See, I think white's kind of hard to do for the simple fact that if I did white, it would be so bland and just be pasty white, but his white is like, it almost looks like it's battle damage white, where, like, you know, it's seen like maybe dirt, maybe some gunpowder has gotten on it, but yeah, he did really great with his white. Nice Blood Angel. Looking good. Again, he's doing great with these. I can't make the energy power look like it's about to explode. Mine just looks like dog water. Man, this guy's got a lot. Oh, there's his Emperor's Children. There you go. Now, that one's really nice. I like how he didn't go with the clay-shaped pink. It's almost like a purplish red. Yeah, yeah. It looks nice. Even got the little bit of blood on there, showing that this guy's really kinky with his nipple ring there. I just realized that. That's funny. Yeah. These guys look really good. Oh, there's the big baddie himself. I didn't know they had a stretch mark piece. I thought that was like made, but I guess it's something he's got. You know, Pinhead over here, inspired guy. But he looks really well. Gold and everything looks very well painted. The skin, even the skin, look at that. That looks really good. Kind of looks like snake skin. Oh, there's him without his face on. Oh, he must have two, unless the mask is magneted or he's got two different heads. Hang on, wait, let me see. Yeah, he's got two different heads, so he probably magnetized the head on or whatever. It's good on him. He looks a little bland. Looks like a little BDSM guy. Not too much there for me. At least what I think. I mean, I like the rusted sword look, but I think his sword's like pristine, like clean. But I mean, it's nice. It just shows that all the battles he's been in. I do like the multicolor chemists to kind of show that he has different things going in, but it looks like he is just full-on monster mode right there. I do like the whip, though. The tentacle whip that's embedded in his skin. Mask looks really good there. But just kind of, I don't know. I like it and don't like it. So like a love-hate relationship. And we're back to the first one. So, out of the guardsmen that I'm going to say here, he definitely has earned a 7.5, maybe almost an 8. Maybe an 8 just because of not being cliche with the Emperor's Children type skin thing. It's not just like pink. He actually went like the purplish red. It actually looks better. And then like for his Blood Angels, like they actually are, like I'd say this is like his biggest, greatest achievement right here. It's this apothecary is just looking terrific. And also this guy right here, this Blood Angel right here, he's looking Dante looking fella, looking really good. So yeah, you know, just for the benefit of doubt, 8 out of 10 guardsmen. Here's another one, an Emperor's Children. What did he say about his? Did he put anything? My very first eye paint myself. Recently started a collection in painting just for the hobby. I don't play the tabletop. We'll slowly start to work on more detailing in the next model. You know what? He's like me right now. I want to play a tabletop game, I really do. But right now, I'm enjoying the hobby. And let's see, he is definitely enjoying the hobby. I can tell you that much. Let's get some zoom in on this bad boy. It's too far away. It's very cartoonish, I will say. But for at least getting it what he wants, I don't know what paint he used. Oh, there it is, Citadel paint. Why does it look so cartoonish compared to my Citadel paint? Did he go too thick with it? Maybe he didn't have a good base. And I'm not gonna shit on anybody's art, you know. Mine again is garbage, but it looks like he may have went a little bit too thick with the paint, or maybe his base was a little bit of a different type of paint. Because I've used a different base for my salamanders, and it didn't come out as well as I was hoping it would. But it's like he looks like the mask, like right there. The front of it just looks like the mask. Like he looks like he's a character that came from the mask. But you know what? First one, he said he's actually enjoying the hobby, and I'm gonna say, if it was back maybe in the early 90s, late 80s, late 80s, early 90s, I would say this is a really good paint job. This would be definitely a 10. But for right now, since a lot of people show way better paint skills than I do, and for what it is, I think he may just need a better base. But again, he's got it all set. I mean, the best thing about all of this is that not much of his paint flows into the other places where the paint goes. I have trouble keeping the paint from not flowing. See, he's just got a little bit of flow there, a little bit of flow here, but he kept all the paint pretty much congruent. Buddy, you get a 5.2. Not the greatest, but for your first one and actually keeping all the paint flow in the same spots, I'd say, yeah, he definitely earned a 5.3 just because I like you. And it's your first one, and I don't want to shit on anybody's dreams. And we got another one. What does he say? Let's see what he says. Does anybody know of a good something character? Or, yeah, right? I've been stuck with current sense. I can easily follow along. Oh, okay. App colors. Oh, so okay. He's basically just asking what color themes he's wanting. Anyways, this one is a very good looking Blood Angel. I want to say this is very good. Oh look, I don't know if that was purposely, but it looks like he's crying blood. But this one's very well done. The sword is just immaculate. That is like from a distance. If we pull back, that's like a really good looking sword. Hey, look, he's got a little thing holding all the stuff and shit. Oh, it's that one guy with the power axe. I didn't know he could come with the power sword. Hey, good on you. But he is looking fantastic. He's not as flashy as the other guy, as the other Blood Angel that we've seen. Yeah, no. He's almost, because I like them kind of bland. I like them kind of almost like a flat style, but it's not flat style. It's almost glowing, but not glowing. It's not too flashy, but it's flashy enough to where somebody looks at it and goes like, that's a good paint job. That's what this is right here. I mean, he even got like the darkening to kind of shadow him where the crevices are. You know, even look like he missed a little bit there, but I'm not gonna say anything because even then trying to get in those little crevices is pretty hard. But yeah, for this one, and I'm pretty sure this is not his first Blood Angel. I'm gonna say, yeah, he definitely gets a 10 right there. First 10, and it's just because of the sword. The sword is like, again, I can't do that. That is something that I would try, and I'd look at it and I'd be like, yep, that's dog poop. But yeah, he gets a 10. Good on you. This one for a Black Templar, which I'm supposed to assume that's the glare off the blade and a little bit of arc, which that's really nice. And the different like phasing of the colors of the blade is nice. The lining is like almost serpil or serpil. Super. That's the word I'm looking for. Super. For me, this feels too cartoonish. For the simple fact that there's too many lines. Like, don't get me wrong, the lining makes it look nice. This looks great. This looks perfect. This looks like spot on. This looks like something you would see from every other person who does Games Workshop paint. This is what you would look at. I mean, even the candles. They even got the candles to look like they were lit. Again, I'm not a big fan of Black Templars. Not going to put it against them because the robe down there, that little, I'm pretty sure that was some pretty pain in the ass freehand, especially with the Purify seal on him. I'm pretty sure that was because he's even got a little bit of, looks like blood dropped on it. Let's get zoom in on there. Yeah, a little bit of blood drop. Even, I don't know if he took this from a different set and just kind of added it to it. But again, this and this and all this lining and stuff is this one is definitely a 10. This is like a 10.10. Like, no shits, no lie. It is a 10.10. Like, his is like and I'd say it's the clicheist of the Templar looks. The only thing that's not cliche is those candle lights and this. This is not easy. And the purity seal writing and stuff. Yeah, this is where he gets his 10 out of. His extra 10, because that is not easy to make it look like that. The amount of time it took him to just do that, and this right here, just the glare, yeah, that's what makes it a 10 out of 10. Hate Black Templar, hate Dark Angels, but got to give it to a great painter. Very detailed. I just think these guys are just too easy to paint. You know, usually their Aquillas are always there, and you know, you try to do a freehand for a Salamanders thing. Oh man, it is Yeah, it is a nightmare. Oh lordy, we got a big one here. I don't know, this one may be the last of the video because there's a lot. It's like over 33 pictures. Well, we'll surf through them. We'll see what we got. Very rustic looking. Looking like they've been in war for a very long time. We're just going to speed bag them. Very good rust paint style. I will say that. The rust paint is on point. It looks very rustic. I don't know that banner. But the rust look is... Ooh, hang on. I like the purpling. It's kind of flat, but, you know, I get what he's trying to do. So, to me, that's an A. I like the little green eye there. But, yeah, the battle rust... Oh, look, there's a corpse in there. Is looking very good. The rustic look, even the orange. He's even got a little orange in there. I want to say he spent a good bit on this. The 33 pictures. Hey, look, there's a corpse. Buddy, there was a rock there and you just got smushed. At least he puts corpses down through there. Is that all it's going to be? Hey, Creedsman. Never gives up, never surrenders. That's from a movie. If you guys don't know the movie, it's okay. Tanks crush, body crush. Jeez. Hey, look, corpses are everywhere. I think that's what the rest of it's going to be. It's like little bits on the... Okay, that's it. Okay. Yep. I'm going to give him that rust look. I'm going to give him a 10 on the rust look. I've never painted a Titan. I hope to get a few Titans, so I can't tell you how difficult and hard they are to paint. I want to say they're a little easier to paint. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments below if they're easier to paint. But I'm going to say his rust look is... That's what gives him a 10. Now, over time, I might get better at grading, but I think people who can paint like this with that good of a rust, automatically 10. Ah, you bastard, you threw me to the top. Okay, so this one we'll consider because I believe there are Terminators in the Space Wolves, but it says kit bashing a something Terminator set into a Space Wolf Guard Terminator using bits from an old Wolf Guard Terminator box set. So yeah, we'll consider it. This is actually legit. Because I was trying to save the kit bashings for a different video, because I've seen a lot of cool kit bashings on this site. That it's a group that I'm with that they show a lot of these cool things, and like some of their kit bashings get freaking wild. But the Terminator paint set, especially that, look, he even has his real effects on there. It looks good. Now the biggest thing is the fur, which the fur looks great. It does. It looks really good. I tried to do, because I've got a oh, what's his name? Let me see if he's in here somewhere. Where are ya? Space Wolf. I do not see him. But I got a Horus Heresy Space Wolf. I think he's called the Fang or the Hand of Fang or whatever. I can't remember his name. But I tried to do the fur, and I ended up dumping one of my contrast paint all over the miniature and all over my table and stuff. Oh, I got so pissed. I was about to throw the miniature. I was so angry, worked so hard, and then all that progress went down the shitter. So doing the fur thing is very not easy. Ooh, look at that. Even got runes on it, dude. Look at that. That is good looking. It's got the runes carved into the little chain sword. Or the chain combat knife. I don't know what those are called. I know, is that double barrels? Because I think that's a Stormbreaker or Stormbolt or whatever. Because I know the Terminators have different types of bolt guns they use. Because it's like a double. I think, is that a double? Yeah, it looks like a double magazine. Yeah, so I think that's a Stormbolt. But I love this. Look at this. I bet you. I don't know if that's a sigil or that was freehanded, but if that was freehand, he is a baller for that one. But he's clean, super clean. That one's a 10. These are definitely freehand. I'll give him a 10 on that just because these. I know how hard it is just to do hazard stripes on an Iron Warrior. So doing that, yeah, more props to you, bud. From my first one ever painted to my most recent, I've not done yet, skipped a couple. I feel I've gotten better at it, all but I feel like I'm starting to do something that was too heavy and base just paint lines, hazard lines, highlighting, and done. So he knows. And he's showing from the first one to his most recent one. So I'm assuming this is his first one, which doesn't look bad at all. upset that it's a Black Templar, but it looks really good, especially the leather. And the shield plating on the chest, sword energy, I mean, that looks better than whatever the hell I would have put on there. I would have never thought of doing it that way. Bolter looks good. Sigil Mark even did his little scriptural writing on it. Yeah, you definitely gotten better. I'll tell you that much. These lines right here, they look clean and crisp. Oh, he must have done what I done, is kind of stenciled the brush and just kind of gritted it up badly. But yeah, this looks really good. Let's see what the next one. Yep, even better. Yep, you are definitely getting better. I don't know what the hell that is, but that's probably why he's running. He's like, oh my lord, I don't know what that fits, but I ain't trying to find out. But no, I even like the little, it looks like he's trying to make it look like it's seen some wear and tear. Again, I'm a big Black Templar fan. Ooh, look at the cloak. Cloak is looking good. That is, if he uses a dark brown wash, I think it'll make the cloak look more like realistic. Looks a little cartoonish, but I mean, if it's a little darker, maybe find a little darker brown, I think it'll make that cloak look good. And I know they're supposed to have like kind of like a light cloak, but I mean, you know, usually sword bearing guys are usually pretty long lived until someone's dead or gets killed, and they're pretty close in combat, so I'm assuming that cloak would get pretty dirty. At least to me. At least if it's a cloak, unlike, you know, blood splatters onto your armor, you just take a little bucket of water and wash it off. But like a cloak, it's kind of like a fabric that just absorbs everything. But cloak looks good. Even these look great. This looks good. Yeah, like you've gotten way better, as you said from your first one. Yeah, 100%. Yep, 10 out of 10. And then my ratings may be shit, but eventually we'll get there and get better. Girlfriend and I took something of blueberry last. What the fuck is blueberry? Last night for our first minis. I don't think they're too horrible. Any advice would be appreciated. Pretty sure we did the paint enough on the sergeant's helmet. But other than that, I'm fairly content with how these turned out. Oh, really? Yeah. I like the bluing in the armor and the dark. I think it looks good. Okay. Something seems fishy here. I think this is from a Heroes box or whatever, because I don't remember any of them having a blue plating on the ground. Or a blue, oh god, I can't remember. See, this is the part that I look at the most when I'm painting them. And it doesn't hurt, like, to be 100% honest, to go over your paints, even after you think you're finished with them. I do, like, heavy amount of touch-up on mine. And this is one of the spots that I do not like being unmatched. So, anything particularly appreciated, as they said, and I'm being nice, but as we all could see, they need to take those X-Acto knives and clean those up. I'm not laughing at them. I know this because I'll see it sometimes on mine, and I have just painted them, and I'll be like, damn it, gotta, where's that knife? Gotta shave this paint off and recover it back up. But this is the part that I would make sure it matches. And I know it sucks trying to get that brush in there, but like usually I don't glue mine all together. I do mine piece by piece. That obliterator that I miscalled a dreadnought, a chaos dreadnought. I'm very particular on making sure that all this matches. But no, it's good. I like the bluing and the dirting in this. It works really well for it, to be 100% honest. Just that under part, it kind of a bit of an eyesore. And right there, a little bit of an eyesore. If you did it black, you could get away with that too. Because I can tell you, you're going to go to your first game and they're going to be like, what in the hell did you not paint the bottom of his pauldron? And they're just going to be staring at it, and you're just going to be like, dude, it's not a big deal. Calm yourself. No, look at this guy. I see the same issues. Not pauldron painted. And again, I'm not calling myself a good painter. I'm just seeing what the parts that, to me, is what would make somebody go like, why is that not painted? Personally, that's it. Look, he even painted the bullet. I'm gonna assume this is the one that the girlfriend did because I don't know anybody with white lenses. I don't know. Tell me if there's a chapter out there in the bottom if there's any chapters with white lenses. Again, I'm not shaming or shitting on anybody. I'm just seeing stuff that I would personally go like, ooh, I need to paint that because I don't think these fingers got painted. So I think these are from a Heroes box. And I think he's a hero. Which, they have these hero boxes, and I guess they come from Japan maybe, or China? One of those nations that love Pokemon and cards and Yu-Gi-Oh! Out of the ass. But they have some in their blue templates that are blue plastic that are made, and I know those, I guess those go for a decent amount of money because they're not easy to obtain unless you know somebody who's getting them constantly or not. But you know, I'm assuming this is the girlfriend's because that's just painted as one. So I'm assuming this is the girlfriend's that she painted. Which, I mean, if this is what gets your motor running, go for it. If this is how you think is good, again, this is all just me saying this is just an opinion. My opinion don't mean shit. And I don't even think this is number 10. But, simple fact, we're doing this. Hello? Golly. Like, I watch anime as much as the next person, but golly, there's no way I'm going to paint that on there and go to a match and play with someone just for them to see that and go, oh, you touch your own dice and your own miniatures. I don't need fish on mine. But just for the simple fact that I don't even know. Hang on, let me see if this person even plays these games with people. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and comment if you think this video was entertaining or fun. If you want to see more of these, cool. I plan on doing more, but not with just painting. I also want to see all the kit bashes and everything. And this is just a group that I'm part of that I joined a long time ago, and I started to see that they showed up a lot of paints, and I wanted to try to make something different besides talking about lore and stuff. Again, I'm not saying I'm the best painter. I'm not saying I'm the greatest painter. I'm not saying I am God tier paint champion. I'm just saying that at least I know what good paint looks like and bad paint looks like, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can say too. But the main point of the lobby, after I just threw up in my mouth and swallowed it, you can take that one to the grave. The main point of everything is that if you enjoy the hobby and you enjoy what you're doing, more power to you. If you think everything that you did looked good, more power to you. Everybody's opinion is like an asshole. Nobody likes assholes. But I'll catch you guys later.